Hello everyone, in today's lecture we are going to see about the gross command area, culturable command area and irrigable command area. Also we are going to see the relationship between delta duty, base period and factors affecting duty. First we will see about gross command area. So it is the total area which is lying between the drainage boundaries which can be irrigated by a canal systems. It may include unfertile, barren land, alkaline soil, local ponds, villages, roads and the other area of habitation, and it can be measured on a topo sheet or by actual survey. So, here we can see the area which is lying between the drainage boundaries, and this area is irrigated by the canal system. So, this is the image for the gross command area. Next is culturable command area. Culturable command area is that part of the gross command area. It is the part of the gross command area which can be brought under the cultivation. So, we can say that the culturable command area is less than the gross command area, as all the area will not be under the cultivation at a time, because approximately 30% of land is used for roads, mines, streams, habitations, etc. So, generally we say that culturable command area is 0.8 of gross command area. If the detailed survey is not available, then this value is considered. Next is irrigable command area. Now, this is also a part of culturable command area which can be actually irrigated. So, first we saw about the gross command area which is irrigated by the canal system. Then we saw culturable command area. Culturable command area is the part of gross command area. So, how much it is? That is culturable command area is 0.8 of gross command area. And what is culturable area? It is the actual area which is under cultivation. So, that area is known as the culturable command area, and irrigable command area is the part of the culturable command area which is actually irrigated. Now, we will see the relation between duty, delta and base period. So, a relation established between duty and delta, we can obtain it by equating the total volume of water required for a crop in a season as below. So, let D is the duty in hectares per cubic, delta be the delta for crop in meter and B be the base period of crop in days. So, here we will see if 1 cubic flowing for base period B and irrigates the field of D hectares, then total volume is given by. So, now here 1 is multiplied by 24 into 60 into 60, that is the base period is taken as 1 day in this case. So, for 1 day we have 24 hours. So, 24 hours to convert it into seconds. So, we are multiplying 24 by 24 hours into 60 minutes into 60 seconds. So, we get the value 8.64 into 10 raised to 4 B cubic meter. Now, here the volume calculated from delta centimeters of depth required in base period is equal to delta into 10 raised to 4, and for D hectares the volume is equal to delta into D, and here we have to multiply this delta into D by 10 raised to 4 also. So, we will get that 10 raised to 4 into delta into D cubic meter. So, now equation 1 and equation 2 is equated, and we get the value for D, that is equals to 8.64 B divided by delta, and that value we get in the meters. So, here you have to note down some of the conversion. So, 1 acre we write it as 0.404 hectares. 1 hectare is equal to 10 raised to 4 square meters, and 1 cubic is equals to 0.0283 cubic, and 1 cubic per day is equals to 8.64 hectare meter. Now, we will see some of the factors which are affecting duty. First one is the type of crops. Different crops require different amount of water, and hence the duties for them are also different, and crop requiring more water will have less flourishing for the same supply of water as compared to that requiring less water. Hence, duty will be less for a crop requiring more water and vice versa. So, duty depends upon the kind of crop. So, duty for rice is given by 550, while for jowar it is given 2000. So, next point is about climate and season. So, as stated earlier, duty includes the water lost in evaporation and percolation. So, these losses will vary with the season, and hence the duty varies from season to season and also from time to time in the same season. So, the figures for duty which we generally express are their average value considered over the entire crop period. So, in hot season we can say that evaporation is more, and hence duty get reduced as crop requires more water. Next is rainfall. If some of the rain falling directly over the irrigated land, it is useful for the growth of crop. More the useful rainfall, less will be the requirement of irrigation water, and hence more will be the duty of the irrigation water. So, hence we can say that if the rainfall is more, then water required for irrigation is less, and thus duty will be more. Next is about type of soil. Type of soil. If the permeability of the soil under the irrigated crop is high, and the water loss due to percolation will be more, and hence the duty of the water is less. So, if the soil is free draining soil and then the losses are more, thus reduces the duty, while black cotton soil holds water, thus increases the duty. And here are some methods of irrigations which also affects the duty. If method of irrigation is not proper, and duty will be less, that is in case of free flooding, as wastage is more, while it will be more in case of sprinkler, as optimum use of water is possible. So, it is very important that what type of irrigation method we are following, it will ultimately affect the duty. Next, we will see about the method of tilling. So, method of tilling means it relates with the efficiency of cultivation method. If the cultivation method, that is tillage, here we tillage and irrigation. So, tilling is nothing but preparing and cultivation of land for crops, that is tilling, and the wastage of water, also the less efficient resulting in the wastage of water, and the duty of water will naturally be less. So, we can say that if the cultivation method is faulty and less efficient, resulting in the wastage of water, then the duty of water will naturally be less. And if the irrigation water is used economically, then the duty of the water will also improve, and some quantity of water will be able to irrigate more area, and cultivators should be trained and educated properly to use this irrigation water properly. Next is canal condition. Now, here canal should be kept in proper condition by proper maintenance and lining, and If we keep them in a proper maintenance and lining, then that will reduce the losses like seepage, leakage, which increases the duty. Next we will see about mode of assessment. So the irrigation water supplied to the cultivators are in two ways. First is area wise assessment and second is volumetric assessment. So in area wise assessment, there is a tendency to use water lavishly, which reduces the duty, and in volumetric assessment just sufficient quantity of water is used, and hence wastage of water is checked and duty is increased. So the tendency of using more water is checked by adopting the volumetric assessment, which gives more duty than the area wise assessment. Thank you.